R-truth taking John Morrison's spot, I think that is a crime against all things right and holy. John Cena, you gave R-truth this opportunity, and R-truth has done nothing. You're giving him a chance to step up, and if he falls flat on his face, we have you to thank for the crappy pay-per-view. So, thanks, John Cena, in advance for this crappy match that might possibly be crappy, because I damn sure know the WrestleMania match between John Cena and The Miz was crappy. And the match between John Cena and The Miz versus R-Truth is going to be just as crappy. And they didn't even mention that it's going to be an Extreme Rules match, even though it is at the pay-per-view called Extreme Rules. I mean, the world title match is supposed to be a ladder match, but now the Edge is gone. What's the top? It might be still a ladder match for the vacant title, and I hope Christian is going to be in that match, because Christian deserves to be World Heavyweight Champion right now. And I hope he wins that match, and I hope he becomes World Heavyweight Champion for the very first time in the WWE. I hope Christian gets into that match, and he wins that match. Oh, hold on again. Chicken, chicken, yeah! I love that so much. I ragged on Awesome Kong. I kind of said farewell to Edge. I don't want to get into that because it's kind of sad. I prayed for Christian to win the World Heavyweight Championship because I honestly hope that he does. He deserves to do it. He's been there for how long now, and he hasn't won a World Championship, and he's so very talented, and he deserves to win a World Championship without a doubt. I mean, what's his name? Drew McIntyre doesn't deserve it. Cody Rhodes doesn't deserve it yet. He's still in the feud with Rey Mysterio. They probably will have a match at Extreme Rules. I hope they do. I hope I see more of those two in the ring. I was actually entertained in the WrestleMania match, Cody Rhodes versus Rey Mysterio, and I hope I get to see another match again. And hopefully Cody Rhodes wins again and gets like a nice little push from this and becomes like a viable superstar in the WWE, because he's damn sure better than Ted DiBiase, who's just lucky to appear on TV, to appear just on TV, just like show his face for 2 seconds. He's lucky. He's like Michael Tarver in the background. Yeah, so I hope I see more of Cody Rhodes versus Rey Mysterio. I hope I see another match that goes beyond the WrestleMania match and like makes me more invested and more interested and more entertained. Oh, okay. I'll do that. Okay. Okay, I'll start it. I'll start that in a second. Okay, so now I'm gonna rag, whatever you want to call it, on the WWE making a main event for WrestleMania next year. As in last week, John Cena and The Rock made a match for next year's WrestleMania, which is in, well, guess what? It's in Florida again. It didn't come to Toronto. No, we're not going to Toronto. We're gonna go to Florida again. Why are you going to Florida again? WrestleMania 28 should have been back in Toronto 10 years later. I'm Canadian, by the way, if you just figured that out. It should have been in Toronto again, but no, we had to go back to Florida anyways. I'm off that. Hold on one sec again. I'm editing this. Like, clearly this getting cut up. So, WWE makes a WrestleMania match a year in advance. Ooh. Well, I guess I can understand why they made this match a year in advance. Kinda. Well, I know why they did. It was to get The Rock off television, basically, so The Rock can go train and get back into wrestling shape. Not that he isn't in wrestling shape, I mean wrestling form, as in getting his technique down, getting his moves down. Like, he got a little rusty, get everything back in form, practice, become The Rock again. Not Dwayne The Rock Johnson, The Rock. If you smell what The Rock is cooking, that's who I'm talking about right now. They made the match a year in advance. I just can't wrap my head around why they made the match a year in advance. I can't wrap my head around it. Like, I can't even understand it, why they would do that. And now John Cena last week clearly said that he didn't want to face The Miz again. And then he comes out this week and he's like, I want to win the WWE Championship. I want to face The Miz again. Like, get your story straight, bro. Like, either you want to face The Miz or you don't want to face The Miz. Either you want to be WWE champion or you don't want to be WWE champion. Now he's saying he wants to be WWE champion to put that title on the line at WrestleMania, so it's the most important match. But sometimes on the WrestleMania card, the WWE Championship match isn't even the most important match. I mean, look at this past WrestleMania. The important match wasn't The Miz versus Cena because nobody gave a shit about that match. The important match was Triple H versus The Undertaker. That was the important match on the card. And John Cena versus The Miz, if you actually watched WrestleMania, John Cena versus The Miz should have been in the spot where Undertaker versus Triple H was, because that was before the Snooki match. And the Snooki match nobody cared about too, because that followed the Triple H versus Taker match, and half the people didn't even watch it because they were either asleep or in the washroom. I was in the washroom during that match. Like, I'm serious. I got up and I took a piss. So now John Cena wants to be WWE champion just so the match at WrestleMania could be John Cena versus The Rock for the WWE Championship. I mean, why? First of all, why make the match now? And second of all, why would you... I can understand why you want it for the WWE Championship, but it doesn't have to be for the WWE Championship. Like, I can't even rag on this because I don't even know what to say about it. Like, I'm just so disappointed. Like, I'm not even disappointed. I'm just so awestruck and so dumbfounded that WWE would make a match a year in advance for WrestleMania, a WrestleMania match a year in advance, and then John Cena is like, oh, I'm going to occupy my time now with the WWE Championship, even though I didn't want the WWE Championship 24 hours, like 7 days ago. Now I want it again. Who watches Minute to Win It? I don't. That's just me. So, I mean, what do you guys think about the WWE making a champion? Well, not even a championship match. A match a year in advance. What do you guys think about it? Tell me what you think about it and write it in the comment box if you ever see this and you ever watch it. Comment on it. Tell me what you think about it. Okay, so I'm just going to find out what to talk about next. So, give me a minute. This is going to get edited out anyway, so who the fuck cares? This is getting edited the fuck out right now. All this texting is getting edited the fuck out. And this ring too, hopefully. Okay, so he's going to tell me right now. Awesome Kong, I'm done talking about you. Don't fit in the WWE. I'm sorry, that's my opinion. I'm entitled to it. Okay, so I'm gonna end the video now. Comment, rate, and if you want, which probably won't, click that subscribe button up there. Yes, I know I stole from you, J-Dub. I'm sorry, not really.